Are you thinking of moving to Fort Collins? If so, you need to watch this video. I'm going to give us 10 reasons why you should not move to Fort Collins, and I'm going to save the worst reason for last. Hi, I'm Jamie and I'm a realtor in the beautiful state of Colorado. On this channel, we talk about the things we do here in Colorado. We talk about living in Colorado. We talk about houses in Colorado, and we talk about cities in Colorado. If these things interest you, then hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification to be notified next time I post a video. I get calls from people every week. People asking, Jamie, what is it like to live in Colorado? And I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what it's like to live in Colorado. You may not like what I have to say, but I'm going to tell it to you anyways because I want you to be informed. I don't want you to move here and then call me up and say, Jamie, this isn't at all what you said it was going to be like. I want you calling me up saying, yeah, you called it. I didn't believe you, but you said this is what it's like, and it is. So if that's you, give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email, send carrier pigeons, send a letter through the Pony Express, whatever it takes. Get a hold of me. I'd love to talk to you and I'd love to help you get moved to this beautiful state. Or I'd like to convince you not to get moved to this beautiful state. All right, so today I'm going to try to talk you out of moving to Fort Collins. Who wants to move to Fort Collins? First reason why you should not move to Fort Collins. It's too close to the mountains. I know everybody has this picturesque view of the mountains. I mean, there are trees and Bambi and all these things. It's beautiful, blah, blah, blah. But what do you get with the mountains? You get forest fires with the mountains. You get floods down in the foothills of the mountains. And you get tourists from the mountains. And not only that, you get a lot of snow too. There's a lot of negative things that come from being so close to the mountains. So I think you should find a place in Kansas, right in the middle, and where you can see, 10,000 miles away because it's completely flat. That's where you need to live. Stay away from Fort Collins. It's too close to the mountains. Next reason why you should not move to Fort Collins, and that is because it is too busy. There's too many things to do. There's too many industries that are moving in. There's too many restaurants. There's too many breweries. The downtown is too vibrant. There's just too many things to do. There's always an event going on in Fort Collins. People, let's stop this madness. We need to move away from these things. I want you sheltered in a home in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do. That's where you're going to find true happiness. Don't move to Fort Collins. Come on, people. Who wants to do these things anyways? Nobody. So stay away from Fort Collins. Next reason why you need to not move to Fort Collins, and that's because you have CSU there. And CSU is a party town. Who likes parties? Stay away from the area. You don't want to be involved in this kind of excitement. I mean, come on. We need to be in bed by 7:30 so we can get up at 4:30. We don't want to be kept up till, 10. I mean, who wants that? Stay away from Fort Collins, especially the downtown area where CSU is, because it is a party central and you don't want to be involved in all that excitement. Trust me. Now, along with all that college excitement, you go to the downtown square area, and you have even more excitement. You have a vibrant downtown. We don't want that. We want the shops to close at 8 o'clock at night so that people can go to bed. Who wants to be involved in activity? I mean, you go down there, people are gonna, socialize. You're gonna see kids playing. You're gonna see bars opening their doors and people having a good time. It's just gonna be too loud. It's gonna be too busy, too chaotic. We're not gonna be able to find parking spaces. Very annoying. So just stay away. Move to somewhere where you don't have to worry about that madness. Now, like I mentioned before, the other reason you should stay away from Fort Collins is there's too much industry going on. There's a lot of tech industry and manufacturing that goes on there, but there's all kinds of different industry that goes on, and we don't want that. I mean, what's that going to do? Just produce jobs and, tax money and improvements and overrated. We need to be in the middle of nowhere where there aren't any jobs. I mean, who cares? Everybody's working from home now anyways, right? So who needs these industries? We certainly don't. And because of that, you should stay away from Fort Collins. Next reason why you should stay away from Fort Collins is there's just too many people. We're pushing 175,000 people in Fort Collins. Now, I'm, a hick from the sticks. My hometown, believe this or not, this is actually true, 120 people. That's the population of my hometown. 175,000 people, give me a break, people. Way too many people. Move back to my hometown, that's what I think I should be doing. Because I don't belong in Fort Collins. Way too many people for my tastes. Next is the traffic. Yes, you get 175,000 people, you get a lot of traffic. Believe you me, there are more stoplights there than I care to count. It's enough to drive anybody insane. And so if you don't like driving, yeah, sure, you can ride your bike, you can ride scooters, you can do things like that. But who wants to do that? I mean, that sounds like exercise. It sounds like work. We don't like that either. Yes, there's buses. I get it. But who wants to ride the bus? We want to be in our own cars, and it just takes too long to get across town. So if people take my advice and do not move to Fort Collins. Now, along with that, Fort Collins is also too active. I mean, you see people riding their bikes all over the place. You see people running. You see people hiking. Parks, recreation. Oh my gosh, people. Stay inside. Enjoy the TV. I mean, that's why we have them in the first place, is to watch them. Watch TV. Watch YouTube videos. Perfect. Don't go outside. Don't go running. Don't recommend it. It's bad for you. You're going to end up hurting yourself, breaking a knee or leg or hip or head or whatever. You're going to hurt yourself. So stay inside. You won't break your knee, break a leg watching TV. I promise you that. Next, you don't want to live in Fort Collins because it is too far away from Denver. I mean, people, we want to be close to Denver, right? You want to enjoy the smog. You want to enjoy the rush hour. You want to enjoy the crime and all the stuff, the beautiful stuff that comes from Denver, right? And Fort Collins it's too far away from that. You need to be closer to that. Get into the heart of all these wonderful things in Denver and stay away from Fort Collins. And now, the last reason why you need to stay away from Fort Collins is the politics. Fort Collins kind of follows after Boulder a little bit and tends to be very progressive. And if this is something you like, fine. I'm a hick from the sticks. Remember, I don't want that. I'm going to be moving away. They just passed a shirts optional policy within Fort Collins for women. That makes me very uncomfortable. So I am very nervous walking downtown Fort Collins. So I stay away. Now, if you are not convinced that you need to stay away from Fort Collins. I'm going to put a relocation guide down in the description. Maybe that'll change your mind. Regardless, if you have more questions, give me a call. I will do my best to talk you out of living in Fort Collins.